Hi guys, Terry here. I have got some exciting news. I got my travel album put together, so I can't wait to show it to you. I really got inspired by this class that Lauren Hinds did. She's a creative memories consultant, and just love how the book came together with all of her tips. So let me show you a few. I'll have links to her class. I don't want to give away any of her secrets, so give credit where credit is due. I'll have a link to her site. But she's just, I've always loved the Creative Memories tools, and she's just got some really good ideas. So let me show you the album that I got done. Okay, so this is called Travel Log, and I think it's a retiring set from Creative Memories. Glad I found it because I just love the cover on it. And my whole idea was I wanted to get better at, I've always been good at organizing the photos, but I have not been good at adding the memorabilia to the pages or journaling. So my goal was to do all three of those things. I wanted to have my photos, which I can handle that part. But I have so much memorabilia in totes that I wanted to go through that and get it into the books. And then I've got tips on some journaling that I've improved on. So, like I said, I love this kit from Travelog. And what the album at least inspired me for was this set had just nice neutral colors. So it's called Fast2Fab, which means that the pages already have some color on them. And then I just used some more solid colors for matting the pictures. So let's take a look here. So here's the front page. And I'll tell you what, Lauren has a friend, Carrie, and I will link to Carrie's information too. She does a fabulous job with all the cutting machines. So she just is fearless. She figures everything out. And she had inspired me to use 2 different fonts for the saying on the title page, or on any page. But I really like this. So I Googled, let's see, I think I Googled couples trip sayings, and on Pinterest I found just a whole bunch of inspiring messages, and this was one that really struck home with me. So beautiful paths cannot be discovered without getting lost. So that's the theme of my travel book here. So here is the first page, first 2-page layout. And so you'll see on here I bought some of these pockets that came with that travel theme. And this one here is actually a card that I scored. I just folded in about 1 inch and then glued that to the page. And then I made a pocket for my little brochures to go into. So I love that idea. Here I've got the room key. So sometimes I sprinkled tickets or things from the trip, but I really want the photos to be the star of the page. I want there to be a title, and for my case it's where we went and the year. And then I wanted to make sure that I journaled and talked a little bit about the trip. And then I wanted to get rid of those bins of all the memorabilia. So this layout method really worked for me. So here's another page. This is more of the little pieces that came in a kit too. It's all that travel log theme, and it just had some really cute pieces to decorate the pages with. Matter of fact, I still have some little pieces. I want to go back and sprinkle some of these in. It's got a globe, it's got these little map tags, so I want to sprinkle some of those in amongst the pictures here. So I'll go back and do that. But the pages really came together. So the other thing that I'll say about the photos is Lauren has And this is something, like I said, I don't want to give it away, but she's got these things called power blocks. And it is a cutting guide such that you can cut strips of paper. So ahead of time, I went through and cut up some coordinating colors. So it was just a variety of colors that went with this muted, there's the dogs going crazy. It just went with the colors that are on the background of these pages. And it's just got some different cuttings, and then she gives you tips on where to place those. So for example, I matted my pictures here on this brown color. So I've got a group of pictures here, and I've got a group of pictures over here. And then the background is just the Fast2Fab background paper that's on there. So this was on there. This is a little card that I cut out for my journaling. And then I do like symmetry. I like the pages to be matchy-matchy. So not a requirement, but I do think that it's appealing to the eye. So that one came together well. This one here, again, you can see the Fast2Fab just has a little bit of background to it. So that way I'm sticking my photos directly onto the pages. I haven't done that in a while. And that's the thing with Creative Memories. They want you to get your pictures into the album. So this one I went through and wrote down. I journaled, tried to show, you know, the different places that we went, the things that we did. You know, it doesn't take a lot, but this one I think I didn't have any of the tickets or brochures. Here's one where I decided to print my journaling. So I printed this on vellum. So I'm getting better at, when I'm on my trips, taking notes of each day, just kind of at the end of the day, jotting down. I use Evernote, and I jot down what we did that day. Something that I plan to do in the future is that I want to use my new little sprocket printer and journal in my journal book, and then put a cute little picture of, you know, the different things that we did throughout the day. Just print those little pictures and then write next to them, so that when I come back and I scrapbook the trip, I've got all those little notes and cute little reminders of the pictures that I took. So love to do that. But this was just a case where I printed it on vellum, matted it, and then I sprinkled my pictures throughout. Another room key. This one, again, the Fast2Fab just had some nice little borders on it, so then that made it pretty quick for me to lay out my pictures, tell the story, you know, what the place looked like, where we went to, things we did, and then try to journal. And like, here's an example of some tickets from an arcade we went to. So, and then this one here, I simply put the a couple of things about the property in behind those pictures, and I can pull it out of the page protector there. Lauren has a lot of cute ideas on how to use some other sized pages and the peekaboo pockets. I haven't gotten into that yet. Here again, I matted the pictures. This page just kind of had a neutral background. I matted the pictures. This was us arriving in Belize and what the place looked like. Here's another pocket where I put all the goodies in here, and then I kind of summarized what we did. We were there at Thanksgiving time, so I wanted to remember that our Thanksgiving meal was there on the little island. So, you know, just enough pictures to describe the trip, and then a pocket of the memorabilia, and then you know, journal about it. So it really came together. Here's another one of those cards that I just folded and glued down, and then I can just slip this page protector off and get to the maps. So here we went to SeaWorld out in San Diego, and the La Jolla Beach, and the resort was beautiful, and my oldest son and one grandson at the time. Rachel was pregnant with the second baby then. It was his first airplane ride. So yeah, I just love how these pages, again, here's the background that was on the page already. So that kind of guided me to putting the pictures down the sides because the trim was here. So this one I really liked because it shows really a good way that Lauren had us cut the papers. So I had this one, which mats a 4x6 picture really well. And then I did another strip down the sides, and it all went well with the background that was already on there. So then I used the bottom to do my journaling. And I think as the pages went on, I started to write more. You know, here's my little maps up here. So it's inside this little pocket. It makes for the pages to be a little bit, you know, you've got some stuff in there, but I think that's what a scrapbook is about. It's just holding all those pieces. Here's another one where I did a pocket here. The stuff is down inside here. I might add like a little tag to be able to pull those out. But here's another one where I journaled like this. I told a little story with each photo. I tried to take a photo, printed a photo from each thing that we did, and then I journaled about it. Here's the punch that I got, the wheat punch. So I thought that was cute on there. Again, using the colors that I kind of had throughout the book. I think that's it. So I'll keep adding to this album. You can see I put 2 packs of the Fast2Fab, and then I've got more pockets and more paper that I'd cut, and more of the little tags that I can keep the book going. So I've got this together in a bag to use for when I do some more trips. But yeah, I couldn't wait to show you. The album came together really well, and like I said, I'm working on those three key components of scrapbooking. So I've got some inspiration on my website, some tips to remind you of when you're, you know, focusing on those 3 items for your scrapbook. And I will, like I said, have links to Lauren's information. She's got the class all recorded, and I just think it's very handy. And I didn't mind paying for the class because I feel like I got so much out of it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching.